I have had many requests for a matchup between Flex Wheeler and Jay Cutler. I thought that this was the time to do it. I usually don't like doing just random comparisons, but these two entities, very similar entities in the IFBB. Now, are they similar in physique? No. That's not what I'm saying. They placed second to Ronnie Coleman. They were second string to the King. And it was not like it was the same time period. Jay Cutler battled Ronnie Coleman at the end of his career, and on the contrary, Flex Wheeler was nipping at Ronnie Coleman's heels when Ronnie first gained the Olympia title. So like I said, very similar entities, but very different in physique. I like Flex Wheeler and the front relaxed, but that's a personal preference. Jay Cutler is just as good, wide as a barn door, as the Tominator says. Just unbelievable size, width. Jay Cutler really dwarfed his opponents in that aspect, but look at Flex Wheeler with that little tiny waist and massive, and I mean massive, arms and legs. Look at his limbs. Back developments, Jay Cutler, he has the conditioning. When I look at those glutes, the hamstrings as well. Now, this is not a soft Flex Wheeler by any means. He actually improved quite a bit from the mid-90s. This is a pretty good version of Flex Wheeler, I must say. When I look at the back developments, Flex is doing enough, I believe, to tie it up in the back shot altogether. Because, let's face it, Jay Cutler in the lower back, a little bit wishy-washy, and that's a strong point for our friend Jay Cutler. Or for our friend Flex Wheeler, sorry. I apologize, my soul. Oh my. Anyway, I'd forget my head if it weren't so darned attractive. Let's look at the front double bicep poses. And like I said, guys, they're not similar at all in physique. And you can probably guess why I've steer cleared away from judging these two. Because it's controversial. I have to say, guys, I prefer Flex Wheeler in the front double bi. I don't see no flow in Jay Cutler. Maybe in his earlier years, in 2001, maybe he would have taken Flex Wheeler, but nothing doing. Look at Wheeler's legs in comparison with that small waist. And I'm sure I'll get some comments, and you know what I'm going to say. He has Synthel in his arms. Yeah, well, Jay Cutler has Synthel in his big toe, so I still like Flex in the front double bi. I also like Flex Wheeler slightly better in the front lat spread. But again, guys, this is more of a personal preference rather than me saying Flex Wheeler is better. But look at the legs. Look at the lats. Jay is filled out, probably better, but it's more of just his size, his mass. I see more of a lat separation for Flex Wheeler, and the abs, the small tiny waistline, and the chest. But it's close in both front shots. In the side, let's face it, I'm not impressed with either of these two gentlemen. Now, I'm not being disrespectful to these guys. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I am, and that's why I say that. I'm judging these compared to the best of the best in this shot, and I am a little bit picky when it comes to the side chest shot. Whenever, Ronnie Coleman hits it, whenever Dorian Yates hits this shot, or Sean Ray, I just do not like him in the side chest. And Flex Wheeler, Jay Cutler, the same. I just do not prefer them. So who do I like in the side chest? Is there anybody out there? I guess I like Arnold. I guess he set the standard. Nobody will ever beat that. Either way, guys, I'm not really giving too many points out so far, taking all things into consideration. There is no side tricep, unfortunately, so it will be slightly controversial at the end of this one, but both guys had a pretty decent side tricep, I believe. Rear lat spread, and this is most certainly a Jay Cutler shot. Now, I was favoring Flex Wheeler with no real major points, but I was still giving him an edge heading into these back shots. But it seems that I am definitely favoring Jay Cutler in the back. Look at the glutes and the hamstrings and even the calves. Something definitely seriously wrong with Flex Wheeler's calves. They're huge, but there's definitely something wrong with them. This is a good version of Flex Wheeler when you compare him with the mid-90s. I think his glutes are as tight as they've been in years since the 1993. I mean, definitely nowhere near as good as that. But it's still, I like this 2000. Arnold's Classics Flex Wheeler. Not too bad at all. But Jay Cutler, wide is a barn door. Rear double bicep. Now, this more is a Flex Wheeler pose. But is he beating Jay Cutler? I don't think so. I don't think he's beating him. Especially when I look at the glutes and the hamstrings. Just fantastic. But then again, you look at the back, just the back alone. Flex Wheeler is a demon in this shot. For sure. Nice, clean lower lat insertions. Symmetrical. Perfect there. Well, maybe not quite perfect, but either way, a lot better than Jay Cutler in that aspect. Jay is very strong in the upper back, the traps, and even in the lats themselves, the outer lats. Arms decent for sure. But it's a knockout shot when I look at the legs. Now look at the right calf of Flex Wheeler. Is that preluding to what happened to his leg, ladies and gentlemen? Did something seriously go wrong here? Because it looks like it's eating away at that calf muscle. Maybe he was putting something in there. Definitely, I don't want to speculate on that. If I don't know, I'm not going to say, but there's definitely something going on for sure. Rear double bi is close, but I'm still leaning towards Jay in both back shots. So it's very close, guys. And I mean neck and neck close heading into the last couple of shots. And I have to say, it does not look good at all for Jay Cutler. Maybe in his earlier years, like I said, in the front double bi, he may have caught Flex Wheeler in this, but nowhere near. When Flex Wheeler was on, which he was, I think, here in 2000. He was on at the Arnold's Classics. I think that this is just nowhere near close. This is a victory for Flex Wheeler, guys. Unless Jay Cutler can pull something out of the hat for the most muscular and, well, let's face it, synthel or no synthel, Flex Wheeler he just looks like an action figure. Action Jackson times 1,000,000. Look at the arms. Look at the delts. Keep your synthel comments to yourself. You know you like it. Jay Cutler superior with. Just look at the structure. If you could add those big synthel shoulders on Jay, imagine how big he'd be. Plus he has the traps there. Much bigger traps. But I mean, look at the Action Jackson. I'm just mesmerized by those massive arms. So ladies and gentlemen, it was a close one. I'm sure I will get some people telling me Jay Cutler won this one. But in my opinion, Flex Wheeler, 2000, Arnold's Classics. Get to the I'll be back. Do it. Come on. It was a new, different way of doing the Hope you guys liked it. And more importantly, I hope you guys liked this video. Flex Wheeler, 2000. I believe he was slightly better than Jay Cutler. But we could mix and match other different versions between these two. It's not over between these two. And that is for sure. Hope you guys liked it, enjoyed it. Hit thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to my channel if you have not already. Have a good day.